Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another summer school content class. Today's one, you might think is like, oh my God, how do I think about that? And it's all about your funniest story or experience. Now, you may or may not want to choose some of them. Some of them may not be suitable for social media, but I'm sure we can have some fun and giggles. So, guys, please let me know where you're tuning in from. Introduce yourself, say hi in the comments, and then start to think about and also your funny stories, your moments. Keep it clean if possible. If not, that's on you. But I always have a lesson or a lesson that I share with other people, and it's don't share on social media what you don't want your mum to see. That way, you've kind of got a benchmark, haven't you? So if you haven't met me before, my name is Stephen Thompson. I'm the owner and founder of Big Daddy Digital and also the host of the I Am a Personal Brand Facebook group. And what I'm doing here for the next X amount of months, 3 months, all the way through summer, is helping you get unstuck with your content. So today's theme is all about your funniest moment, story, or experience. I'm going to share with you one of mine to get the juices flowing, if you will, and you can let me know what you think of it as we go, and then you can take that idea. I'm going to give you an action step. So this is going to take you about 5 minutes to consume, and then literally you could be flying as soon as we finish this video. So, do you get stuck for content ideas? Do you get stuck? Because that's probably why you're here. And the summer months are really, really challenging. I ask you that question because I want to share with you a story. And that story is you may well remember Nat, who used to work with Big Daddy. We used to go on trips all across the country together. And she used to drive. I mean, literally, she would drive us everywhere. That was a thing. She liked to be in control of the car. It was an entertaining experience, to say the least. But what we used to do is we used to do a thing called car share. So I just grab a phone and I would literally go live as soon as we were in a place where she couldn't stop and pull over. And then I would tell the story from the passenger's seat about our car share, where we're going, who we're seeing, what we're doing, how we're helping them, and all the way through that video. Whilst it's quite fun, and we used to use the hashtag lost because Nat would always get us lost. We'd go on a detour, and literally every time, either going there or even coming home. Even coming home, she would get us lost. I remember one day we were going from my house in North Norwich, literally into the city. We were going to our offices at the UEA, the university, and instead of going as the crow flies, because you could do that literally from my house, she took us into the city and then hung right middle of the city. And I was like, why are we going this way? Well, this is the way we go as the crow flies. I'm like, no, it's not. It's completely different. So the way she took us, we would go straight ahead, and then literally she'd go into the city center and then hang a right. Well, the UEA, the university's over there. Literally from my house, you could drive in that direction, because I used to do it. And I'm like, what's going on? So as soon as she started driving into the city and I got confused, I'd fire up the live and say, well, we're going to the office today. However, Nat's taking a detour. People used to love it, and they would always say, when you're doing a car share, when you're doing another trip. And what that showed is that people liked what we were doing. We would have some fun. I would have the camera on me and occasionally glance so as not to distract Nat from her driving. And then I'd show out of the window where we are and this, that, and the other. I'd flip the camera around. I would have some fun with it. 5 or 10 minutes maximum. What I was doing was I was showing we were human. I was always talking about what we were doing, where we were doing it, how we were doing it, what was unique about it. So I was always sharing something of the brand story, the brand message, etc. And it was a great way for us to interact with our audience. A lot of people who came back to watch them had been clients, had been customers of courses, were in our community, and loved seeing what we do. Now, why is this relevant to you? It's relevant to you because you could do something like this too. You might not want to do a car share, but if you work from home, you could do a walk around of the house and meet somebody in the house if that was appropriate. If you're in an office or you run a shop or a bricks and mortar business, you could literally do a walk around. We've done this with clients in the past and said hi to someone in the kitchen, and hi to someone in the office, and hi to someone on the factory floor, and things like that. And you might have a particular person that you have a conversation with, and they've said something in the morning and it's been an interesting story. So you go and you get your camera, you go live, you talk your audience through, as Facebook, for instance, is trying to find you an audience, and you go and find that person and they tell you the funny story, and then you walk off again. It's really being human in the moment, and it pulls people towards you. And it's a great way to share personality, share people in the business, use their personal brands, because there'll be people who consume your content. And if you've got a team, they might not know who your team are because they never see them on camera. They didn't know they work for your business. And that could then be opening up other opportunities. So share a story. You could do it in a live video walkthrough. You might just want to create a post. You might just want to do a talk to, talking head to camera and share a story of how something that's gone on that's been fun or been a bit in your business. But ultimately what you're doing is you're showing up, you're creating content. What you're creating here is called connection content, and anyone can do it. And if you're brave enough and you've got the people in the team, then just fire the live button up, say what it's all about. We only used to use one word to promote our our car shares. Let me know if you've ever watched a car share, if you've experienced it. Let me know if you know what that is, and I will tell you in a moment. I have given you a clue. It's one word and it's lost. If anyone saw a moving video of me or Nat, or we were in a car and it had the word lost, they would know we were on a road trip and know that Nat had taken us the wrong way. It was a bit of fun, light humor, connection content, showing personality, and it really does bring people towards you because they enjoy it. It's lighter than life. And the great thing is, whilst you could be sharing about your product and your service and this, that, and the other, people don't feel like they're being sold to. So your action for today is, tell a story of a funny moment, either on video or talking head to camera or in a post, and use an image from it and get people pulled towards you. And if you can do that on a regular basis, you'll really start to build up a fan base. Guys, have an awesome rest of your day. If you've got any stories you want to share them in the comments. I'm going to leave you in peace now, give you the rest of your day back. Take care, much love. Smash those stories and share your experiences.